And welcome everybody to EllertonAv.com. We're going through the best video games of 2015, and we're going to go through the best exclusive Nintendo 3DS game of 2015. I don't think that, there's a lot of games on the 3DS that are
They really are.
3DS.
Yeah, it's like you have to like build it for this platform because it's so weird. It can either be on the Wii U or the 3DS at this point.
Yeah, Steam World Heist just came out.
Love it.
Absolutely
Let's
beautiful
do it.
game. We could give it to it, but there's another one that came out that you talked about on a few podcasts, Puzzle and Dragons.
I really like Puzzle and Dragon Z.
I played just a little bit of it, and it reminds me of
Candy Crush.
No, I never played Candy Crush, dude. Or
It's like
Crush.
it's a simple like match 3 game essentially, a match 4 game.
There was a Vita one that came out, Sword and Sorcery or something like that, like a wizard quest, I think it was, or a quest. But anyways, it reminded me of that, and it's
Puzzle
obviously
Quest.
with puzzle. Thank you.
Yeah, there's Marvel Puzzle Quests. There's
I played the wizard version of it too,
Okay.
but it seemed really awesome, man. I don't know what the Mario had to do with it though.
I mean, you just go through Mario Worlds and you're collecting different Mario characters to help you battle, and it's a lot deeper than I anticipated. I knew it was a mobile game going in and didn't expect the whole leveling up your characters and
Which is awesome.
combining them to make them stronger, and the way the puzzle, like you move the boards on the puzzle, is actually really interesting. I was surprised how much time I spent on that game this year compared to some other games. So
I like those kind of games.
It's in my 1 and 2. Like I think Steam World Heist is probably my favorite 3DS game. Puzzle Dragon Z would be my close second. It's no question that Steam World Heist was my favorite 3DS game this year. Even I tried to play Xenoblade Chronicle 3D. There's $1,000 on it.
I was going to bring that up, dude.
$1,000 couldn't get me to finish that game. $1,000. That has to say a lot.
I was going to bring it up. That actually ends today, so unfortunately the $1,000 challenge just ended.
Open-ended. This is an open-ended challenge. Everybody that follows the show knows that challenge can go forever. At some point I will beat it, and I will collect my $1,000.
Yokai Watch and Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon came out. Both were games that I was super excited for. Yokai Watch fell absolutely short for me because it was a mini game. Because your battle system was all like a mini game on this bottom screen. You didn't pick the moves to your characters. They automatically battled, and then you had to draw like Z's and X's on the bottom screen and like spin your finger around.
But it was a Pokemon style game, right?
Yeah, it was a Pokemon. But it would have been so much better if they just said, forget it, let's just steal Pokemon's battle system, because the characters were really cool. Like the story was starting to get a little neat, but I couldn't push myself past that battle system, which I just thought was
That's
a waste,
a bummer.
because you're too busy looking down here. You don't see what's happening up to your characters on the top, and like next thing you know, they're all dead, and something I gotta get used to. But I just didn't like that. I get you're trying to use this touchscreen, but
yeah, you gotta keep the kids happy.
Yeah, execute it a little bit better.
Yeah, maybe it was just a little too simplistic for you. You're like complicated.
Draw
a circle. I ain't drawing a fucking circle. You draw a fucking circle.
And then we also had Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate came out at the beginning of this year.
Holy shit! I played that too. Another game too big for me.
Dude, yeah, there was something.
Big games on a small system, I can't. I need a game on a system that I can play like 10 minutes, put it down, and move away. And I think that's why I like SteamWorld Heist so much, because I can do a battle, 10 minutes, I can close it, come back to it later. Monster Hunter, I'm like fighting this one monster for 5 hours.
Yeah, it's a long time investment in one enemy, and it's a long time investment to grow with that game. And there was a few things that I didn't like about the way that they used the handheld. I know it was created originally for the handheld, but after playing it on the Nintendo Wii U, Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, I just can't go back to the handheld version. It just plays so much smoother and better with an actual controller in your hand versus like this tiny little 3DS. I mean, people love it, dude. And
I don't know why the combat in that game is shit.
It's tough to get used to. It's good combat once you figure it out, but you can't play with those tiny knobs.
It's garbage. I don't know why they. Why don't
you pretty much need the XL to really play that game?
Yes,
with
the nub
button.
I originally got it for the 2DS, and don't do.
Why don't they make the combat in that like an action game?
A little bit more like
I don't know, like Bayonetta or Batman or something where it's fast paced instead of this bullshit like I swing my sword and I miss. I would have enjoyed it so much more if I could have aimed better.
It is I remember when you first introduced me to it years ago, and I was like,
it's an acquired taste.
Jason was like, you'll like this game. I played it. I was like, I hate this game. And then something happened on the Wii where I got the one again on a console, and I was like, oh wow, this is actually really cool. It's the tiny little thing. It's too big of a game in more than one aspect. Too big of a world, but too big the characters are huge. You need to see them on a bigger screen. So I don't think it lived up to what it could have been. It's a You know, it's
It's
Monster
a good
Hunter.
game. Yeah.
Acquired
If
taste,
you love
dude.
Monster Hunter is
Not
your
the
deal.
best on the 3DS though, dude.
We're beating around the bush.
We are, dude. Puzzles and Dragons Z or SteamWorld Heist?
SteamWorld Heists.
SteamWorld Heist.
Hands down.
Sounds like you just love that game.
I adore everything about
It
that
literally
game.
makes me bring out my Nintendo 3DS. And
There's just a lot of joy in that game.
yeah, there's so much happiness. There it is. The best exclusive Nintendo 3DS game of 2015 on AlexandApp.com is SteamWorld Heist. Check it out and get the soundtrack.
You can definitely pick it up.
Tristan will sing you a song out of it.
Is it good?
Yeah.
It's good.